Hello, Lifeguardians. This is Gavin Babalal, the Director of Solution Engineering and Product Development here at Lifeguard Solutions, bringing to you a special edition of our application at this point. What we're going to be looking at today is our COVID-19 response kit. I'm going to be taking you through a little bit of a PowerPoint just so you understand a little bit of the nature of the beast, so to speak, and then we'll take you directly into the application. So a little bit of an agenda. We're going to take a look at by the numbers and a historical comparison. So where does COVID-19 rank amongst the most recent respiratory illnesses that have been out there? We'll take a look at what the organization's role is, and this is for any organization that would be looking at using this application. And then we'll get into a very high level demonstration of the functionality itself. So moving into by the numbers and a historical comparison. So I'm bringing this chart up, and again, these are numbers as of today, which is March 24th. So far, just under 400,000 cases, 17,000 deaths with a fatality rate of 4.4%, and 169 countries currently infected. As comparison with the last respiratory illnesses or the last major illnesses that have been recorded in recent history, being Ebola, Nipah, SARS, MERS, all of which, again, lower individual case rate itself, lower individual death rate, so to speak, overall, but in comparison, the fatality rate, much higher in most of these cases. So again, all we're trying to look at here is we're still in the position to get ahead of this. We're still in the position to ensure that any organization that's out there, once they're taking the proper steps, again, we can minimize any of the individual collateral damage that this pandemic is actually having on the world at this point. So with that being said, we're going to take a look at the organization's role. And key to an organization itself is, and what a lot of organizations are asking, not only us, but environmental health and safety and quality providers out there, is how do we manage this? What should we be doing? How do we do it? How do we keep track of everything? So we've broken this down into three core elements. First element is the proactive management and awareness. So bringing recognition of both potential individual issues that you're currently facing and actual issues that are oncoming at this point, and making sure that your individual employee base and anyone that's currently around you are aware of those individual issues itself. So how do we do that? How do we essentially get the information out there? Second area is what's management's specific role and what's their actual response. So again, trying to proactively review any individual occurrence as it comes up and before it becomes a bigger concern. And then really ensuring that as an organization, you're managing the specific response to those issues and not having the issues dictate what your response is. You want to get ahead of this. You want to be proactive as much as possible within a situation like this. And if in the event that something does occur, you'd be able to handle it regardless one way or the other. Last area here is continual improvement. So as we go through this pandemic at this point, we really want to ensure at the end of the day that everything that we're doing is we're trying to get better at those individual tasks. We're trying to ensure that there's less of a possibility of transmission of this disease between person to person, regardless if you work from home or if you work in an office building, or in my city's case at this point where we're currently under lockdown, we want to ensure that, again, only essential services are actually being called into action at this point. Anyone else should essentially be staying home, and really ensuring that, again, we're weathering the storm at this point and not having to deal with a hurricane, so to speak. So now that we have essentially what the organization's role is, how this all plays together is when we look at everything in a situation, so to speak, you have your proactive management and awareness, and you have management's role and response. As we mentioned, continual improvement is going to be taking place regardless of where we are in the cycle itself. We want to ensure that we're continually improving our individual processes at this point, our individual recognition of specific items that are coming up during those individual items itself. And again, we're taking care of that as much as possible. So with that being said, continual improvement is something that can always happens within our application. But what we're going to focus in on first is the proactive management and awareness. and what does that look like to an organization? So with that being said, we're going to hop right into the application and take a look as to what that could potentially mean for an organization. So team, as we've gotten into the live application at this point, as you can see, there are multiple different tabs at the very top. The two that we're going to focus in on currently are hazard analysis. This is essentially the way of proactively going and having individual hazards of any individual specific workplace or environment assessed quickly and easily. So if I were to go into any one of these, I can see, well, what's actually being assessed in this case, which is the spread of infectious disease. I can actually go in and I can start to see exactly how I've done that. And what I'm actually seeing here are things such as current controls and what I'm actually doing at this point to manage this specific risk, what the assessment is looking like in terms of likelihood and consequence, and giving essentially a risk rating at this point, and then all of the individual things I'm doing to mitigate that risk, and how we're essentially bringing that down to a moderate rating at this point. The entire purpose of any level of hazard analysis is to be able to go through quickly and easily, assign the information, identify what you're doing to mitigate that risk. We can hop over into the related tab, issue any corrective actions. So as I mentioned, one of those things within the system is continually to improve whatever the situation is. So I can issue corrective actions. I can identify specific risks and controls at this point, any specific equipment, and send this for some level of executive sign off. But the entire point of this application is to ensure that, again, risks are being identified or hazards are being identified, and some level of control is being put onto them quickly and easily. Another area that's a little bit more proactive is safety and observation. So being able to give all of your employees the tools to be able to go through and identify individual information or any observation that's in the field itself. So they'll be able to go in quickly and easily, identify what their individual concern is and what their observation is. They can ask for some level of investigation to happen. Investigations within the system, quick and easy to do, and I can actually bring this up. And what I'm going to see here is the specific investigation, all the individual items that are pertinent to it, what my primary reasons are, what PPE or so forth is actually available for this individual investigation or observation. But I can go through that process, and each one of these forms has its own individual specific workflow associated to it that can be modified if you so choose. But the real point of this application is really to be able to get the individual observations in so they can be actioned accordingly. We're trying to be as proactive as possible, making sure that if any of our individual employees are actually seeing anything, we can get that information into the right levels of management so it can be actioned as quickly as possible. The worst enemy at this point in terms of any of our management systems is the lack of action or the lack of actually taking some level of proactive step to ensure that, again, things aren't spiraling out of control. So team, another area that I actually just remembered I should have highlighted as well is our auditing application. So this application we are actually including with the COVID-19 response toolkit. With this application, this is, again, being proactive around ensuring things are actually being identified quickly and easily and completed through a variety of individual checklists that can be associated. But overall, going through an audit, assigning this to the specific individual person being a lead auditor, having associated checklists, in this case, a sanitization procedure, which I can go through and I can open up and view that level of information and what that procedure and that checklist actually looks like. And I can go through and answer all of my individual associated questions. So in this case, I'm opening up an existing one. I have my individual answer key, regardless of whatever it may end up being. I can go through, input my individual comments, create individual findings within the actual application itself. And from those findings, I'm just going to close this checklist here, can scroll down, I can create all of my associated findings, and from those findings, create multiple corrective actions if I so choose. But the real power here is to be able to go through, assign this to individual locations, and we do support something called a layered process audit, where as from a corporate perspective, I've created my individual checklist itself or my individual audit, and I can have child audits associated to it. So from a management standpoint, I can create the one individual instance and propagate that out to all of my specific individual locations itself. But quick and easy to do, and the metrics that you're specifically looking for based off of those specific checklists are easily attainable within the application itself. So team, we've taken a look at a little bit of the continual improvement side and the proactive management and awareness, but we're going to switch gears at this point. We're going to go back, and again, continual improvement, as I said, is going to be baked within the entire application, regardless of where you are. But now we're going to be taking a look at management's role and the individual response itself. So if something were to happen, how do we essentially document that information? How does that go through? And how does that get included in a systematic way of recording what's gone on, what steps have been taken, either inside the organization or outside by the individual employee or individual who's fallen ill at this point? But how do we record that level of detail quickly and easily? So back into the application we go. So team, now that we're back in the application, we work on observations. I'm just going to open up a new tab here for my injuries and illnesses, and I can see all of the individual reports that have come in that have had some level of basis in COVID-19. If I open up this individual form, what I'm going to see is a form that is very specific to this individual pandemic response itself. So I can go through, I can see what my current statuses are. I can see a description as to what actually happened initially and what was reported in. I can come down a little further here. I can start to see the address of the individual patient if really required. I can start to geotag this information. So we do have a mapping functionality that can be leveraged here as well, and that can map that information out. But more importantly, I started to collect the metrics around COVID-19 itself. So have they been tested? What was the result of that test? Was some level of quarantine required? Have we confirmed at this point that they are actually positive? What level of treatment in terms of hospitalization and where were they treated? If I scroll back up here, I can hop over into my related area and I could start to see all of the additional things, such as my investigations, all my return to work information, any level of claim or corrective action that's actually being taken as a result of this individual sickness itself. So we can go through and re-sanitize that entire room or notify all of the associated employees. But things such as return to work, if I open this up really quickly, I could start to see the level of details associated to it. So who was the actual injured person, date of first absence, date of return, and so forth, but all of the associated information for return to work that we would really want to start to capture here. So team, with that being said, we've gone through, we've taken a little bit of look at the application for COVID-19 response.